Hi, this is John Brennan, and this is 2811 Russell Street, Berkeley, California. This video is being taken on March 8th at about 2:30 in the afternoon. And I'm creating this video so that the folks from EBMUD or engineering or hydrologists who are looking at this can see the conditions that exist here on March 8th, about 4 days after the rains have stopped. But still, as you can see, significant water issues in the basement. This space here, which I'll pan through in a second, is the basement underneath the northwest corner of the northeast corner of the residence at 2811 Russell Street. The sump pit, which we're going to zoom in on right now, is located about 8 feet below grade, and as you can see, the sump pit is filling in with water pretty rapidly. Maybe you can actually hear the water trickling into the sump pit, and in 1 or 2 seconds the sump pump will actually go off and evacuate most of this water from the sump pit. The sump pit is located in the basement, and as you can see, there's water trickling from a corrugated black pipe into the sump pit. Sump pit empties about every 2.5 minutes, and the water gets evacuated out over a PVC pipe out into the drainage tie-out system in the garden. So far that's okay, although the rate of water coming into this area is pretty amazing when you think that in about probably the space of 3 or 4 minutes, the sump pit gets filled about halfway up, probably 2 gallons of water, maybe a little bit less, but probably 2 gallons of water, and then gets evacuated by the sump pump. The purpose of this video, as I said, is to help anybody who's looking at the situation. There goes the sump pump. Water's getting evacuated. There's the sump. And now we'll do a close-up, and you can hear the water running pretty rapidly out of the drain pipe here. That's the drain pipe, and here's the sump pit. It's like a sink running at about half speed. So now I'll pull back to kind of give you the lay of the land. This is overall basement area, small basement area, utility area. That's the second sump pump that we had installed last week to try and prevent any real problems in here. Last week we actually had 2 or 3 feet of water in this area. And there's the furnace. Furnace has now been put up on a riser of about 18 inches so that we have a little more breathing room. Now as I pan across this area, you can see that there's a little utility area back there. There's some steps here that don't lead to anywhere. And then the escape hatch here, if you look up, that's the kitchen up there, escape hatch and ladder to get out. You can see this whole area. I'm going to go around this area and show you exactly what we're experiencing. Okay, let's go back to the southwest corner of this area. It's dark, so hopefully the video will take it. Back here, I'll shine a flashlight. You can see the water still about 1 inch high or 1/2 inch high on the ground, despite the fact that the sump is working. If you go along this edge here, see there's still water. Flashlight's making it shimmer. As you come along here, you can see my shoes here. You can see the water on the ground. Then as we come in here next to the next to the steps, you can see that there's actually ground there. That's not cement, that's been carved out. Someone's chipped out that area, and I'm not sure why, but there's actually sort of a PVC pipe here. Not a PVC pipe, a corrugated pipe. I'm going to do my best here to hold this and show you the water right there in that corner. It's shaking around, see? Right there. And there's a pipe that goes around the corner there. And the pipe keeps carrying around here. Goes back underground. I'm not sure what happens after that. And it curls around the corner here. This is the ladder. Not sure where the water's coming. I think it might just be groundwater, but that's part of why I want to create this video so that anybody who's looking at this can figure this out with us. And then this wall. This wall here is the northwest wall. Northeast. Well, this is the north wall. This would be the northeast corner of the whole overall situation. Now, it's probably worth showing you that right here in this corner, you can see a little bit of water running right there. It looks like the water's coming right through the seam between the floor and the wall there. You can see it maybe in the shimmer pressing through. This area here is still solid concrete, but then somebody must have busted the concrete out here because it's soil again. And underneath that soil, I assume there's some sort of sump pipe right there. So what we have is hold on, I'll back up a little bit. What we have is an overall basement area that very small, probably a room that's not much more than 10 by 12, maybe 12 by 12. In one corner of the house that you know, there's the grade. That little bit of light up top is the vent just at the floor, the first floor. So from here, it's about 6.5 feet, probably 6 feet below grade. So the floor I'm standing on, that's the corner of the seam you see right there. And then coming back to the south, there's the sump pit that was created where the sump pumps are. And then as you go along the south edge, you see this furnace. And then you go into the southeast corner. Hard to see because of the light situation, but I'll do what I can with a flashlight. You can see that. That's water on the ground there. And then coming around here, you've got just more standing groundwater. So, and then over here, more groundwater. And as I just showed you in this very northeast corner, you can actually, northeast corner, correct, you can actually see the shimmering of water. Maybe I can come in tighter for you. There, you see it. Just a little bit of water running right there at the bottom there. You can just see the shimmer. That's my flashlight trying to charge up.